Hello and welcome to our coverage of West Ham United versus Chelsea. Started a 6-game winning streak away from home for the Blues. Remember, it's not all about what happens in this first phase of the season. All you have to do is get yourself into the top 16 teams, and given the quality that Chelsea have got, they will be confident of doing that at least, albeit they start the night in 16th position. 8 points behind the joint leaders Arsenal and West Ham. Could go as high as 9th with a win tonight. Chelsea to get the game underway then. Seen some interesting tactics from kickoff already from Felipe Quello. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. Of course, many teams regard this as a set piece nowadays. Quello, by the way, really understandably positive and proud after Bromley on Tuesday. So it was all about being proactive from the very start and setting the tone early. The task tonight is to maintain that mentality and energy. Harvey Vale waiting for the signal. West Ham 4 wins from 4, 8 goals scored, just the 1 conceded. Did let in 2 against Benfica in the week, but that was a much changed team for their International Cup game. Here's Brody Hughes, good signs of him and Harvey Vale re-establishing their connection at Bromley on Tuesday. That's Chelsea's first game in the EFL Trophy. Merrick having to be good with his feet, and he was there. Matos facing his own goal would have been worried just for a second. Here comes Ishe Samuel-Smith. Carried on his run. Ball on for Brody Hughes here. First touch for the goalkeeper for West Ham, Finlay Herrick, who's an ever-present for them this season. Once again, Chelsea going without a sub-keeper on the bench tonight, by the way. very much the number one this season, with Sharman Lowe and Kurd out on loan. Eddie Beach too. I mentioned Chelsea won here 2-0 in February it was. Ronnie Stutter and Leo Castledine both out on their first loans at Burton and Shrewsbury respectively, got the goals that night. Really was the catalyst for a strong end to the season, which would ultimately end in heartbreak at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Blues again fighting on several fronts this season. League is the bread and butter, but we've got the International Cup as well, PL Cup and the EFL Trophy. Chelsea into the Premier League International Cup again by virtue of finishing in the top 12 in this first 20 games of the PL2 season. That's why West Ham are in it too. They were second after 20 games last time round. Here's Vale. Oh, that's a good ball as well. And Chelsea are in behind here, and there's a chance for the opening goal. Oh, and it's blazed over the bar. What an opportunity for Tyreek George. Well, he had a good chance not long after he came off the bench at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday night, didn't he? That one was even clearer, I think. And given his quality in front of goal, he would have expected to at least force Finlay Herrick to make a save. Just his sheer pace took him away from his man. Got himself in a great position. Usually finishes much better than that. ...20 goals all told last season, George. So he got 3 this term. He got a hat-trick against Brentford, Kingsmeadow a couple of weeks ago in the PL Cup. This is Louis Zhao taking the goal kick short for West Ham. Interesting, he's 22 years of age. He's been here for a while. Came in from Sao Paulo where he played first-team football. Hasn't got a sniff of it for West Ham yet. Free kick for the foul on Kamari Swire. Al McNeely very much the point of the attack, very 9 for Chelsea tonight. His first goal of the season at Bromley on Tuesday. Now Ampa's got some chasing back to do here against Adiele, and Adiele's through. Can he get the shot away? He has, and he's put West Ham ahead. Second of the season for Emeka Adiele, and it's taken West Ham no time whatsoever to go in front here. We thought there'd be goals in this game. It's 13 without a clean sheet all told for Chelsea now. And it was pretty simple, wasn't it? Ampa caught out of position. Playing right wing back tonight. He's more of an attacker than a defender, and maybe a bit of an experience there. Adiele kept his cool. And Chelsea trail early on. Well, plenty of time to turn it round, that's the positive. And Chelsea always score pretty much. Scored at least 2 in 30 of the 40 games they played in all competitions last season. 17 in 7 coming into this one already this term. Goal scorer Adiele scored in the 2-0 win at Brighton. This West Ham's season opener. Chelsea so far started with a home defeat to Spurs, need a late equaliser to get a draw against Everton. First and so far only league win of the season came up at Middlesbrough thanks to Jimmy J Morgan's hat-trick. That galling defeat against West Brom, led by 1-0 for so long in that game. Ended up losing it in stoppage time. Here's Hughes, most experienced member of this Chelsea team in terms of PL2 minutes. Robbie Vale here, the more experienced footballer in terms of senior action. 41 games for Bristol Rovers last season. He's actually making his 50th appearance in PL2 tonight, Vale. George. Dyer couldn't get a touch, but it ran for Bale. Now Dyer's back involved. Ooh, didn't quite come for McNeely. Great clearance from Herrick. Chelsea be able to keep the pressure on with the throw. Merrick playing the role of sweeper keeper. It's going to be confusing for me. We've got Merrick in one goal and Herrick in the other. Good interception from Alex Matos. Heard the cry of man on as well. Bale. Here's Amper. A real eye for goal, Atto Amper. 18-13 in the league for the under-18s last season. He missed a huge chunk of the season injured. Away needed to be two. Now, as Brody Hughes got a long throw in his armoury, I wonder. Get back short to Alex Matos instead. Happy to keep the ball, and Merrick more than happy to be the sweeper keeper. Dyer, another who excelled at Bromley in the week. Chipping it up to halfway that time. Hughes. It's a good ball for Tyreek George. Samuel Smith making a run to his left. He's coming infield for the moment. Dispossessed, will be a Chelsea throw. Had all of the ball since going behind here, the Blues. George, lovely touch. Options in the middle here if the cross is good. Oh, Atto Amper just couldn't get a toe to that to make it 1-1. Really good ball, flashed across the face of goal. I think it was Ishe Samuel Smith who put it in. Get forward from left wing back at will. Samuel Smith's a peach of a cross, isn't it? Begged a touch. Good header won by Hughes. Here's Vale. Really important recovery tackle from Luizao. Back in by Matos. Amper challenging. Hughes managed to get to the ball first and keep Chelsea in possession. Amper, second favourite here maybe. With some help. Oh, he's managed to win a throw. Well done, Atto Amper. He was really up against it there. Hughes. Joining us, Emeka Adiele has put West Ham in front. The goal came after 5 minutes. Since then, Chelsea have put the ball in West Ham's half for the majority of the time, but yet to really test Herrick. Here's Caden Wilson. Dispossessed. Decision's gone West Ham's way for the challenge on Lewis Orford. Seems to have been around forever. You get that with some players at under 21 level if they make their debuts early. A bit like Shimi Mweka might be for Chelsea because he's 16 and he's been playing in this team. But Orford really does feel like he's been around for a while. I mean, he's been at West Ham for a while because he joined them when he was 5. Seems to be playing in these fixtures for several years. Luizao took the free kick. Camille works it back to Merrick. McNeely. Amper, lovely touch, taken away from his man. Going alone for now, Atto Amper. It's broken nicely for McNeely. Can he find room for a shot here? Well, if you were just coming into this game, you think West Ham might be down to 10 men. Such has been Chelsea's dominance in terms of possession. Not finding much cut through with it yet, though. Camille was on the ball there, but there was a foul. The referee thought it was worth stopping play for on Alex Matos. In fact, he had to because Matos's boot had come off, and that means the referee has to stop play. West Ham are quite happy to let Chelsea have the ball, especially if it gets presented to them like that. And Orford's going to try and catch Merrick out. It was worth a go. Sailed a fair way wide, though. I was going to say that's how they got their goal with a lightning fast break. There's a sloppy pass out of the back from Akamia, almost punished. Orford. Now then, here come Chelsea with Tyreek George again. Cross was deflected and that left the goalkeeper stood still. Will result in the first corner of the match, and it goes Chelsea's way. Direct running from George. Caelan Casey, the West Ham captain, knew he was in trouble, backpedaling towards his own goal, but he got the block. Casey's there to head it away from under his goalkeeper's grasp. Come here. Only 18, Travis Akamir. He's got 4 in his back for Chelsea tonight. Plays for England's under-18 side. McNeely. Ample with his arms up in the air there. He wanted that played his way. Really good strength that from Swire. Here's Moore. Chelsea in a bit of trouble here. Sean Moore. Oh, he made a mess of it. Bequela will be pretty happy with the effort his team are putting in. Just trying to find a cutting edge in attack and conceded a pretty careless goal. Mildly from Tyron Akpata. Just got away from him, didn't he? He was trying to recover it, ended up taking Alex Matos out instead. 20 played at Rush Green. West Ham with the advantage. Chelsea have won their last 3 away games against West Ham at this level. Under-18s will be here tomorrow. It's another good-looking cross toward Amper. Pass are able to smack it to safety. Ooh, Merrick stumbled. Oh, he did brilliantly. What a recovery. It's dropped for Orford, though. Can he get the shot away? Merrick's backpedaling. Orford's taking his time and getting closer to goal. Now he's going to hit it. And he's put it a long way wide. Well, how on earth did Max Merrick readjust there? That was a sensational bit of improvisation from the Chelsea stopper. Deck inadvertently initially, but boy did he recover well. And Orford, having tried his luck from halfway a couple of minutes ago, thought he'd be better off shooting from closer in that time. big clearance. Akamia underneath it. Let's take a game from Tyreek George. It's a nice idea as well. Can Amper get on the end of it? Just too close to Herrick. Brilliant piece of vision from Tyreek George, though. He's out. Merrick is. He's got him in trouble a couple of times, but he's going to keep sticking to it. Matos trying to link up with Amper, has to settle for a throw. Under pressure. Matos with a good ball punched into Vale as well. Squeeze it through to McNeely, but couldn't find the gap. Dyer. There was too much wrong, really, with that from Ishe Samuel-Smith, but the referee's a lot closer than I am. He gave the free kick. There's more, the Irishman. The goals for him already this season. Scored against Southampton and Brighton, and games that West Ham won. Samuel-Smith, like he's up against Anel McNeely. Having to work pretty hard up there at the moment, McNeely. Not too many touches thus far. Casey flipped the free kick into the path of Swire. Quickly dispossessed by Wilson. Like it came off Moore's arm. It's going to be a Chelsea throw. Matos in a bit of trouble there, and that was really all Matos could do. He might get a yellow card for it. But didn't do him any favours, and now he's got to tread carefully for the rest of the game. Patter over the ball. If he's got a few family here, he was Dagenham born, so not exactly a long trip. attempting to shoot. George trying to lead the counter for Chelsea. Dyer's going to keep the pressure on Herrick. It's great work from the Chelsea number 8, even though it was fruitless. Zach Patter again. Nicely done by Ollie Scarles. Back to him as well. Camille got a vital toe onto that. It's broken out for Orford. Here's more. That could have gone anywhere. In the end, it'll be West Ham's first corner of the night. Not too many attacks like this since they scored. A couple of pot shots from range. Just too high. Who was out? I think it was. Who was in there trying to win it. Just hoping it would run out of play. Kick will do. Not just league action that Chelsea have had. Mentioned the trophy win. That was the first game of a group which Chelsea were in with Charlton, Bromley and Cambridge. Cup campaign is already underway. That 6-3 win against Brentford. Derby rounding out that group, and the International Cup is back as well. Chelsea beaten 4-2 by Leipzig in their opening game. Play Anderlecht on Tuesday at Kingsmeadow in that competition. Look over his shoulder and realised he had plenty of time. Carry it here, moved it on to Amper. Is he going to shoot or cut it back? He went for the latter option. In the way of Vale getting the ball was Bartram. Matos, half an hour gone. Chelsea trying to put their foot on the gas as they look for the equaliser here. Dyer. To give Chelsea the free kick. West Ham are also in the EFL Trophy, by the way, but maybe not for much longer. They're probably going to go out in the group stage. They've already played 2, lost 2 against Reading and Newport. The other 3 teams in that group have already got 3 points. West Ham can get, so it looks unlikely that they'll go through in that competition. As I say, they are in the Premier League International Cup too. Games at every level. The league is the bread and butter. West Ham, having done so well in the regular season last term, bitterly disappointed to go out on penalties to Sunderland in the playoffs. Kaya. Matos. Samuel Smith worked it back to Matos. Options in the middle here if he can get the cross right. Gave it short to Tyreek George. Very congested in the penalty area. George managing to keep Chelsea on the ball at least. Matos again. Samuel Smith then bashed it into Caelan Casey. And his appeals that it should be a goal kick are landing on deaf ears. Will be a Chelsea corner. Harvey Vale to take. It was from a Vale corner that McNeely scored at Bromley on Tuesday. Out swinger. Casey got his head to it. Chance here. Toe-poked effort beaten away by Herrick. This is the problem when Chelsea commit numbers forward, albeit they've got plenty of bodies back here. Skulls. Oh, space here again for the goal scorer, Adi Ali. He's forced himself wide with his touch, but he's scored anyway. Carbon copy, really. And Adi Ali makes it West Ham 2, Chelsea 0, 11 minutes before the break. And it feels like it might be a tough night for the Blues here. Once again, the lack of cover on the right-hand side of Chelsea's defence was glaringly obvious. This was a bit too easy. Patter's ball. Where's Atto Amper though? Chelsea's right wing back, caught upfield, and Adi Ali manages to squeeze it through Max Merrick. West Ham 2, Chelsea 0. Well, the Blues simply have to get the next goal in this game, surely. This was the opportunity. Just seconds before, really, it was Harvey Vale who it fell to. Good effort as well, decent save. Thanks to the margins. Well, never count Chelsea out. But a lot of effort was expended at Bromley on Tuesday. It's a really tough game against a senior men's team. As I mentioned, just 2 alterations from that starting lineup, so maybe there is a bit of fatigue. Nearly got something on that, but it ran through anyway to Orford. Swire trying to get it under control. Amper likewise. Now Amper, can he show us what he can do going forward? Managed to get the shot in. Key roller of an effort really with his weaker left foot. Well, one back by Matos. Good pass though again. It's the second action which is letting Chelsea down on occasion. West Ham saying to Chelsea, you can have it there, and then what are you going to do with it? Kamir goes long. Cushioned header from Amper. Get it back from Hughes. Adieli. Hat-trick now, of course. Decision goes against Kamari's way. You can see what West Ham think about that. I've got to admit that I was expecting it to be a West Ham free kick. Wilson, the player who's grappling with. Referee doesn't like what Zvaya's got to say about the matter. He wants to call the captain over, I think, as well. To be part of the dressing down. Casey saying, did I really need to run half the pitch to hear that? The Chelsea corner, third of the game. They need a goal though. Dyer. Samuel Smith, now he did that touch last goal kick this time. Minutes of the first half to go. Nick Adieli's brace. West Ham in control here. Oh, they could get a third here. Scarles, brilliant from Brody Hughes. Absolutely had to get that. In play somehow. Here's Adieli. Orford. Zvaya. Oh, should have been 3, and that would have been game over. Credit Max Merrick with the save, but I'm surprised Zvaya gave him the chance to make it from that position. Chelsea got to take advantage of that miss. Here's George. Dyer. Bale. There again, he'll be desperate for another chance. He might get one here himself if he just keeps on going. Again, that massive gap on Chelsea's right side. Sky's trying to stroke it in, didn't get the power. McNeely. Hughes. Dyer. Easy for Casey to win that against McNeely. Surely clipped by Wilson there. He's getting the rough end of the treatment here. Here. Hughes into Vale. Is he going to break back his way? Who is our big tough defender, managed to do enough to make sure it's just a corner. Delivery from Vale, and Chelsea are back in it. Absolute thunderbolt of a header that from Donnell McNeely, who scores for the second time in just a few days. And what a great time to get the goal as well, as far as Chelsea are concerned. Just before half-time. Brilliant ball in from Vale. Clever header as well, that from McNeely. No chance for Herrick. Game on. Almost bang on half-time. McNeely, who got 30 in all comps last season, has doubled his tally for the current campaign. Miss from Zvaya a couple of minutes ago, being
additional minutes.
Just one added minute at the end of the first half. It's been 3-0. It'd be difficult to see a way back from Chelsea, for Chelsea, but now very much in the game. Who's out? Slice from Herrick. I think he can blame the pitch for that one. It looks in pretty good nick. One last chance before the whistle blows if Chelsea are quick. Time has beaten them this time. Tariq George saying, could we not have played on for a couple more seconds? But the referee, who has been insistent, he is the man in charge all night, says that will do for an entertaining first half here. Chelsea 2-0 down. Emeka Adiele scoring on 5:34, but Donnell McNeely's bullet header right on half-time there has put this game right back in the balance at the break at Rush Green in PL2. It's West Ham United 2, Chelsea 1. And just before we see the best bits of the first half, looking in the direction of yet more live action. We're going to have loads of it on the Chelsea app and website this season, starting on Tuesday night when the Blues take on Anderlecht in their next Premier League International Cup game. Before that, tomorrow, the under-18s are here, taking on their counterparts from West Ham. We've also got Chelsea against Arsenal on Friday the 1st of November in PL2. And if you missed the goals, and there were 9 of them in the cup game against Brentford at Kingsmeadow the weekend before last, you can watch those now on the app, website and YouTube too. Let's see how that first half unfolded there. Plenty of talking points in it. Chelsea started the game well, and there was a real opportunity early on for Tyreek George, put through by Harvey Vale, sprang the offside track, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He does better than that. This is the opening goal for Emeka Adiele. Ato Ampa caught out of position, managed to get back, but Adiele kept his cool. Eric to start the challenge of Caden Wilson. So that was 1-0, and we hadn't played for 5 minutes at that point. Chelsea did come back into the game though. Did have opportunities to equalise as well. Fleet of foot from Tyreek George there. Deflection took it wide. This is Merrick slip, and then how about that for improvisation? I wonder if Orford was tempted to shoot at this point. He had a look up, thought better of it, bore down on goal, but then he couldn't keep his effort on target. Well, we thought this might be a crucial moment. Harvey Vale going close just before West Ham scored their second goal. Herrick able to deny him on that occasion. And it wasn't long after that before the Hammers doubled their lead. And passes ball through. Adiele, almost a carbon copy, wasn't it? Slightly left again. Feel that he could have done a bit better there. Good first half for Adiele anyway. At that point it was 2-0. This was a big opportunity to make it 3. Kamari Zvaya. Pretty tame effort really. And then bang on half-time, brilliant delivery from Vale, bullet of a header from McNeely. And that means that Chelsea are right back in this game. And the Blues complete the turnaround in the second half. We will find out shortly. Back with you soon. Really intriguing second half setup. Can Chelsea find an equaliser? It's fine, just a great chance to make it 3-0 to West Ham just before McNeely powered his header in. Foul throw from Battram, that will infuriate his coach. Mark Robson, by the way, is the man in charge of West Ham again. I say again, he was previously the coach of their under-21s, but he spent last season working with David Moyes in the first team. Tegui decided not to keep him in that role. Here's George. Get a good look at him in this half as he's on this near side of the pitch. Kamia. Changed both half-time team talks, I'm sure, that Donnell McNeely header. Samuel-Smith. Lovely touch from Kaya. Away from him at the last. Platos. Harvey Vale. He's unable to keep it in. Just crept over the line. And the line for Vale. Strong challenge, but a legitimate one from Lewis out. Now then, West Ham can extend their lead further here with Sean Moore cutting back inside. Still Moore, 3-1. So disappointing for Chelsea, who worked so hard to get themselves back in the game. That might be the moment that it gets away from them. Sean Moore with his third of the season. And again, a defensive lapse in concentration for the Blues proves very, very costly. Again, it's on that right-hand side. There's just been a yawning gap in Chelsea's defence all game there. And Moore wanted to cut back in on his left foot. He did that. He found the corner. West Ham will hope that that is enough to give them 3 points tonight. Chelsea hoping that David Washington could make an immediate impact off the bench. Instead, it's West Ham who scored for the third time. Chelsea to get themselves back within a goal. Definitely some work to be done back at Cobham. On the defensive side of the game, I think. I mentioned it's 13 without a clean sheet. Who's out? Another change coming up for Chelsea here. It's the end of Donnell McNeely's night. Shimi Mweka's going to come on to take his place. Like for like swap for the 16-year-old. Neely's got a problem. Seems strange to take him off after he scored, and Chelsea are in the market for goals in this game. Orford. Oh, Moore could get his second here. Great save from Merrick. Broken back for Orford, going for the spectacular. Broke for Moore again, and then he hit Akamiya with his shot second time around. Well, that surely would have ended any hope Chelsea had of getting anything from the game. Hughes, Mweka's first touch. Dyer trying to get it under control. Good work from Orford. Looking for more. Here's Scarles. Smyer ahead of him. More on the overlap. Scarles coming infield, getting room for the shot as well. Keep it on target though. West Ham look in the mood. Remember, they've won every game they've played in the league so far this season. They've got a 2-goal cushion here, which almost became 3. Here's Battram. Space his left-hand side. Scarles. Washington, can he get Chelsea on the front foot? Slipped in Mweka. George in the middle here. Mweka can get past the towering Brazilian Luizão. Washington's picked up a bit of a knock. He's just hobbling around. Keep going though. Moore. Trying to thread, got too much on it. It was an unintentional nutmeg. It was certainly an intentional shot from just inside Chelsea half. Sometimes West Ham have tried that tonight, no luck yet. Effort from Orford again. You tried it earlier. Across the line, Bale doing his best to keep it in. Chelsea captain got a big part to play here to try and rally his team. Still something in this game for them if they score the next goal. Here's Orford. Can't concede again though. Looking for more. Vital touch from Samuel Smith. Looking for more again though. Has done well to bully his way back onto the ball. be a Chelsea throw. Surprised that Moore was even appealing for that. It was pretty obvious. Moore's made a good run here again. Right side of the defence, non-existent for Chelsea. Moore's cut back. Oh, it was behind Orford. Chelsea off the hook. Here's Vale. Trying to bring Washington into play. He's not had too many touches in the 11 minutes since he came on. Stopped playing until the referee gave him the free kick, and eventually he got what he was looking for. Well, problem here for Max Merrick, and that is a problem for Chelsea, because as I mentioned in the first half, the Blues do not have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. It's the chance for Felipe Coelho to have an emergency team talk. We'll hope that his goalkeeper's okay. Well, he's a cool customer, Felipe Coelho. He might be flying off the handle here, I'm sure of that. Using it as an opportunity for a team talk. Well, if he can stay out there, he's going to have to, Max Merrick. Do what he can. Substitution for Chelsea in the aftermath of that. Travis Akamil was the player who was withdrawn there. Let's see how fit Max Merrick is. Richard Elise Aussie's come on to take Akamil's place, by the way. The Chelsea backline. As a defender, but if he can borrow just a bit of his brother's goal-scoring touch, Chelsea might be in here. Michael having scored 5 in his last 3 for Bayern Munich. And hour gone at Rush Green. West Ham 2 goals in front. It's okay going forward. They haven't seen too much of it in the second half. Defensively, though, they haven't been at their best. Dyer. George. Oh, nice little toe in to win the ball back there from Samuel Smith, but then his pass had too much weight on it for Vale. Matos. Played 20 times in the Championship last season for Hull City. Huddersfield Town, I should say. He played for Chelsea in the Premier League as well. Came off the bench late at Fulham around about this time last year. Here's Dyer. Worker. Close that. Out according to the referee's assistant. Sean Moore will tell you otherwise. Hughes. Lise's done really well. And then the shot from Vale was wild. Not Chelsea's night so far, is it? Problem here is for Sean Moore. He's going to need some treatment. Let's see the goals that we've had so far here tonight whilst we've got this little pause in play. West Ham ahead in the 4th minute. Mika Adiele having the freedom of Chelsea's backline to force his way through and beat Max Merrick. It's the same story for the second goal as well. Adiele getting himself a first half brace. And Passer with the through ball, but that was the right side of Chelsea's defence. Merrick also may be culpable for that one. Squirmed through the goalkeeper's grasp. Chelsea did get themselves back into it on half-time. Great header from Donnell McNeely, who's since departed from Harvey Vale's corner. Just 3 minutes after the restart, Chelsea switched off again defensively. Sean Moore, who might be about to be exiting the game, kept his composure and beat Merrick. Indeed, that is the end of Moore's evening. No more. Josh Ajala is the player who's come on to take his place. Being placed by number 40, Ajala scored 3 times already this season. A couple in the big win against Southampton. The only goal of the game against Norwich here. George. Worker. Clever ball to George. Here's Keanu Dyer. Matos. Chance for a shot for Hughes maybe. To serve up Richard Elise instead. Not a bad cross. So we'll get a corner. That's the best move they've put together so far in the second half. delivery. Oh, and Maresca with the opportunity. Just didn't really time his leap right, did he? Really good chance that. 6 yards from goal. To be doing better than that, the striker. That kind of night for Chelsea so far, though. Oh, he's made a right mess of it, hasn't he? Looking at it again. Still time for Chelsea here. 5 minutes. A fair chunk of stoppages too. Just can't concede again. Oh, they're in again here though, West Ham. Square it for Ijala though. Come back for Orford. Slide went Maresca to win it back. Dyer did really well. He couldn't find Maresca. He might be able to get there. A couple of options to pass to here, trying to hold off Skulls. He's done really well, the 16-year-old. He's going to go for goal as well. Oh, he dragged it just wide. Really good effort, that, from Shimi Maresca. All his own work. And unlucky not to reduce the deficit. Looked as though he wasn't going to be able to get on the end of Dyer's pass, but look at the strength of the 16-year-old. Wyatt. Maresca getting more and more involved in the game now. Found Dyer. Oh, that's a lovely way to pass back through to him. Maresca is only room for a shot here. Good defending from Luis out. Read the intention of the Chelsea striker. He was looking to cut inside and unleash the shot. Foul there on Ijala. Chelsea got the momentum at the moment. They need to get a goal though. Hughes. Here's George. Has he got a trick up his sleeve? Throw-in taken quickly. Myers made sure that Vale can get on the end of it, but it was a Chelsea throw. That did look like a foul throw, someone in the crowd just said, but play goes on. David Washington. Oh, now then, Vale goes down. Not sure he would have got on the end of that anyway. The referee says no foul. Wow, did that cross the line? Assistant had a great view of that near the corner flag. managed to pinch it back. Might break for Maresca. It's been a lot of nearly but not quite moments for Chelsea in this second half. Hughes, fail, round the corner first time for Elise. Looking for Maresca in the middle, got a bit too much on it, but I was going to say touch behind for a corner, but Tyreek George will keep it in play. Dyer. And George not on the same wavelength. Not really been Tyreek George's night so far, has it? Requiring treatment. It's a substitute, Sean Tarima. Well, it might be Adi Ailey, actually, the scorer of West Ham's 2 goals. He's in trouble. As I mentioned, next up for Chelsea, it is Anderlecht in the Premier League International Cup on Tuesday. Next PL2 game is at Fulham, a week from tonight. West Ham also in International Cup action on Tuesday when they host Athletic Bilbao. Also got Lyon and Gladbach in their group in that competition. The next league game is at Manchester City on Saturday of next week. Also in Chelsea's group, by the way, in the International Cup. Palace, Sociedad, Anderlecht, Brighton, Southampton and Sporting, but the English clubs don't play each other in that competition, not in the group stage at least. Approaching the final 15 here. As West Brom proved against Chelsea last week, it's always possible to come back into a game late on into it. Dispossessed by Matos. Here's George. Too obvious, easy for Batram to read that. Swire. Dyer's working so hard in that Chelsea midfield. Orford. West Ham doing well to box Chelsea in here, and Samuel Smith find a way out. George, that's more like it from him. Mueka's quick, can he get on the end of this? Luizao came sliding across. Took no prisoners. 6 years the senior of Shimi Mueka is Luizao. Dyer. Wilson controlled it well under pressure and Najala fouled him. Washington be able to keep this in. It's early for Mueka. It's put behind for a corner by Tarima. Vale again to take. This is where Chelsea got their goal from in the first half, a Harvey Vale corner. And went all the way through. George. Clipped it fast stick, and the header's a loopy one. An easy one for Finn Herrick to save. Washington it was who tried his luck. Very, very difficult to score from that position. Brody Hughes had carried on his run. The change coming up here for Chelsea. It's the end of the game for Tyreek George. Reece Russell-Denny, who's already scored twice this season, including against West Brom last week. He's going to come on for him for the final stages of the game.
Substitution for Chelsea, leaving number 11, Tyreek George. He's been replaced by number 15, Reece Russell.
George's night, I think it's fair to say. The outside of his boot into the new man, Russell-Denny. Matos. Dyer. Going alone now. He looked like he was caught there. Referee had a great view and said no. This time the decision goes against Chelsea. This was the challenge on Dyer a moment ago. Been just outside the box, but it looked as though it was a free kick, or it should have been. Referee has been fussy tonight. Matos. Looking for Harvey Vale. Good shape on his cross. Might have the elevation to reach Washington though. Inside the final 10 minutes of normal time, Ishe Samuel-Smith. Dyer, nice spin. And he had a crack as well. It's well held by the goalkeeper. Well, he's probably been Chelsea's best player in the second half, Keanu Dyer. That was well hit. Here's Vale. Just a little bit of hesitancy in the Hammers back line, but they dealt with it eventually. Batram. It'll be a force to be reckoned with this season, I think, West Ham. Looks as though they're on course to make it 5 wins from 5. This is that Dyer effort. Lovely spin to set it up for him. Nice height for the goalkeeper, who was hoping that the cameras were clicking when he made the save. To chase, but always second favourite to get there. Good ball in from Russell Denny, looking for Maresca. Will be a Chelsea corner. It's their 7th of the night. Scored from 1, and they do it again here and set up a nervy finish for West Ham. Vale's best delivery that time. Cards coming out here for Brody Hughes. Had to do it, didn't he, to stop the break, or at least he felt so, taking one for the team. He was booked against West Brom last week, and he's booked again here tonight. Away. Washington finding Dyer. Maresca, swing and a miss. Might have been better teeing up Russell Denny, but it's easy for me to say that. Nicely done by Zweier. Got away from Samuel-Smith. Forced himself wide. Now he's asking for help. Ajala. Akpata. Oh, Ajala trying to weave his way through. Dyer. Here's Vale. Chelsea have worked hard throughout this game, been absolutely nothing wrong with the work rate. Just that couple of poor defensive lapses which are going to be costly here, I think. West Ham have been peppering Max Merrick's goal. Dyer. Vale. Elise will keep going here. Back for Matos. Pirouetting his way into a shooting position. Oh, and then the follow-up's in. Harvey Vale. Have Chelsea got time to rescue it here? Really good finish that from Vale. 87 on the clock. I think we're going to get 3, maybe 4 minutes of stoppage time. There is still time for Chelsea to pinch a point here. Brilliant play from the substitute Richard Elise. Matos on the spin. Saw his shot blocked. It came back to Vale. And how about that? First time on the volley while sliding. That is a brilliant goal from Harvey Vale. And he makes it West Ham 3, Chelsea 2. Felipe Coelho, G'ing his team up. Excellent from Vale. 3 goals in a week for him. Meanwhile, the West Ham players down with cramp. Could be anything in terms of injury time here. We might have 5, 6, maybe even 7 minutes at this rate. Don't go anywhere. This game is not over. Lewis Orford, who's going to have to leave the pitch having had treatment. He might not be coming back anyway by the looks of things. West Ham making a change. Scarles has gone off. Dan Rigg, one of the Youth Cup winners, has come on for the last knockings here. Since the goal went in, never mind all the other stoppages that we've had in the game. Fourth official's got his board, he's probably going to alter it. Foul on Dyer, that's going to be a card for Ajala, the substitute. First West Ham player to get booked tonight. The easiest decision the ref will have to make all season. That's the 90-minute mark. Now the fourth official's got his board ready. Too busy waiting to let Orford back on the pitch. to let us know how much more time we're going to play for. Looked like he had 8 on his ball, but that's just speculation on my part. It's another goal for West Ham, and that'll be it. Hearing it's actually 10 minutes of stoppage time which have been signalled. Presumably that's from 90 rather than from when the fourth official finally got round to getting his board up. Matos. Hughes will give chase. Goal kick. Still ages to go in the game though. Chelsea just got to keep plugging away here. Been the better team in the second half, I think. Finn Herrick will take as long as the law allows, and then maybe even a little bit more over these goal kicks now. Elise. Here's Wilson. Samuel Smith. Offside, shouldn't be. Don't have that much time to waste. Merrick. Attack versus defence now for the final 6 minutes of stoppage time. Dyer. Scooped up by Dyer to no one in particular. Oh, that is a brilliant tackle from Caden Wilson. Absolutely fabulous from the Chelsea centre-half. Dyer, was he fouled there? He's got up and carried on with the game. Soraya back there defending against him. Still 5 minutes to play here. Max Merrick, the Chelsea goalie, on halfway again. Into the penalty area, drop for Maresca. Russell Denny. All hands on deck for West Ham all of a sudden. Elise. Here's Vale. It's a lovely ball in on the header from Maresca. Just couldn't quite generate the power, difficult to do that. Harvey Vale is far too good to be playing under 21 football though. Look at that, goodness me. Terrific cross. It's a free kick for Chelsea, foul on Richard Elise. Vale's quality on set pieces has been in evidence already here tonight, as he got one more left. The dying embers of this game. Should have given him the big build-up, straight into the gloves of Herrick. Exactly what West Ham were hoping was going to happen. Booking for Caden Wilson, and Jarla more than happy to accept the free kick. Time ticking away now for Chelsea. Maybe belief ebbing away too. Danny's header is Dyer. Eric. Happy with something. Moving ball, I think. Maybe the position of the free kick. Here's Dyer. Vale. Getting too close to the goalkeeper. Might have been Chelsea's last chance. As a West Ham corner, and that will surely be that. Well, it looked like Chelsea had an opportunity when 10 minutes were shown. Really been able to create any chances in stoppage time though. Get it up the pitch quickly, but we're dealing in seconds now. Now or never for Chelsea. Just about time to take the throw in. Referee's had a look at his watch. Got to be quick, Harvey Vale. Another throw that looked like a foul one. There's the final whistle. His defeated game for Chelsea. Back-to-back losses in PL2. West Ham continue their winning start to the season, hanging on a bit at the end as they were. They will feel they're worthy of the 3 points tonight. Adiele with a first half brace, more just after the restart, that after McNeely had got Chelsea back in it on half-time. Harvey Vale pulled another goal back on 87 minutes. The Blues couldn't find an equaliser. Final score at Rush Green, West Ham United 3, Chelsea 2. Reminder of what we've got to look forward to on the official Chelsea app and website. On Tuesday night, the under-21s back in action in the Premier League International Cup against Anderlecht. Tomorrow morning, join us if you can for the under-21 version of this game, West Ham against Chelsea in PL South. See highlights of the 6-3 win against Brentford on the Chelsea app, website and YouTube now. And you can join us on Friday the 1st of November as the Blues take on Arsenal in PL2 at Kings Meadow. And if you're in the area, you can get tickets and go and watch that one too. We can have a look back at the goals from this game before we leave you. And they do not make pretty viewing for Chelsea's defence. Look how much time Mika Adiele had there to work his way into the penalty area and then find the net. 4 minutes on the clock at that point. He would double his and his team's total half an hour after that. Almost identical goal. Max Merrick will look back on with any fondness. Chelsea's quality was in attack rather than in defence tonight. Harvey Vale smacked that corner right onto the head of Donnell McNeely and he diverted it into the net. One taken goal from McNeely, second of the week. But just a couple of minutes after the restart, West Ham restored their 2-goal advantage. Sean Moore keeping his cool here, so nice finish actually from the Hammers front man. Bentley on the Merrick.
Sean Moore.
And then with 3 minutes of normal time to play, Chelsea did get back into it. Excellent goal this from Harvey Vale. Matos with the initial effort that was blocked. And there was Vale to volley it in, alas, in vain. That'll do it for us this evening. Remember, lots more live football to come on the Chelsea app and website this season. Make sure you join us for it if you are able to. But for tonight, from Rush Green, many thanks for your company. Bye for now.